Hello and welcome to a beautiful sunrise in Bansko. I'm going to show you some mountains, close up this time, but not those. I'm taking you up the Tudorka. We are heading past the ski lifts and ski slopes up to the Pirin hut. The road is good, but a bit wiggly, as you may expect. Having said that, the views are on par with those in the Alps, in my opinion. Tudorka is a huge granite peak in the Pirin mountains. The sides of the mountains are steep and up to about 2,000 meters above water are crowded with pine forests. There are two legends associated with the mountain and its lakes. One of the legends tells us about young Tudorka, who is in love with the shepherd Vasily. But Tudorka's father is against his daughter marrying the shepherd. In desperation, Tudorka runs to the peak of the mountain and is so grief-stricken by her father's stubbornness that she begins to cry, and her tears end up forming two lakes, the Tudorini Lakes, which are translated as Tudorka's eyes or Tudorka's tears. Vasily searches for his beloved Tudorka everywhere, but cannot find his sweetheart, and in desperation he throws himself into a lake. The second legend about the Tudorka mountain starts with Tudorka's father, Bambanko, the ruler of the fortress Sitan Kale. During the Ottoman invasion, the ruler of the fortress Sitan Kale was Bambanko. Bambanko was a wise and kind ruler, and seeing the enemy forces approaching, he had a secret water supply built and filled the warehouses in the fortress with food and livestock. The Ottoman army surrounded the fortress but could not get in or get the people out. And after months of trying and failing to take over the fortress, the Ottomans came up with an idea. They released a thirsty donkey near the fortress, and the donkey, desperate for water, soon begins rooting at a patch of ground. Thus, having discovered the secret pipe taking water to the fortress, the Ottomans carry off. Without water, the fortress falls, but not without fighting, and in the terrible battles that follow, Bambanko is killed. But courageous Tudorka, his daughter, picks up her father's sword and leads the few men that are left into battle. Tudorka's forces are heavily outnumbered, and in the end, the Sitan falls into the hands of the Ottomans. But rather than being taken prisoner, brave Tudorka flees to the top of the mountain. Murat Bey, the Ottomans' leader, chases after her, but Tudorka will not allow herself to be captured and throws herself off the mountain. In a variation of this legend, it is Vasily that fights and then throws himself off the mountain rather than being taken prisoner, and poor Tudorka's tears form the two lakes. Legends aside, the Sitan fortress stood against the advancing Ottoman forces, and it is the site of a bloody battle that ended with the city being defeated and the region being absorbed into the Ottoman Empire at the end of the 14th century. This is the Pirin hut, and a number of trails depart from it to the top of the mountains. And of course it is an ideal stop where to rest and enjoy the scenery, and perhaps have a bite to eat and a drink. Well, the large Kamenitsa advert cannot be ignored. So let me tell you, Kamenitsa is a lager-style beer, light, round body and slightly hoppy. Please note that Bulgaria will run out of beer about 6 months after the universe has ended. Rakia, however, will continue in the multiverse. There are plenty of trails of various difficulty climbing the mountain, but all of them are quite steep, so get your good walking boots on before venturing up the Tudorka. This is the Banderizza River. It meanders down the mountain and passes by the Banderizza Pogliana, or meadow, which is also a camping site and the start of a few trails. And of course there is a hut where you can get a few essentials as well as a hot meal and a drink, or just sit around and enjoy the views. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, that would be great. I publish this type of videos in English on Tuesdays, Italian on Wednesdays and in Bulgarian on Thursdays. Thank you for watching, have a lovely day, bye bye!